provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UCF Knights, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffaloes return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. The Buffaloes will keep this.
I'm talking about like when I say glitch, like you got a bunch of agility and other shit, and your three is not really high, but you know your shot. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't never figured that type of shit out neither.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
Jones to throw. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his opponent.
I'll get you.
All right, good. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision.
Hold your block.
On first down, here comes this offense. Try to get it to the edge. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. And you've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season.
One day the COs went on some crazy shit and they were beating everybody, huh, man? And I want to try.
So these are big for the resume.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Harris. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but 4 tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Jones wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fox. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was and he can't escape, and down he goes. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's Crawford. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up. 2nd down. 2 Jones to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground with a big... Change for the first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll do it. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Cater. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a notice for the goal line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be...
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Running backs just running downhill or out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest. Get in the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Richardson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll set up to throw. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Appreciate that one. We needed that one, y'all.
You can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
They'll crank up this. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Setting up. But a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Quick timeout from the offense to save.
Throw it.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Go now.
The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feel his footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll just keep swinging it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Knights will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line. Hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this and pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal in this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jones to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking to move it through the air. Receiver receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
You just see in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd big throw in this game.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after a solid pickup. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short for the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Knights send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wants. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quarterback will audible. Jones wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game. The Knights in the hurry up.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in, week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Running into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his back in the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll line up for a second down play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with the big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They need it.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Catch in the middle, it's Fox. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Skips away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCF!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answers, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Jones to throw. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Touch pass on the run. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffalo! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to do it.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jones wants to throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They've got to push back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Then back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. 7 seconds to go. The Knights decide to punt it away. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And you knew this one was over already. How about an exclamation point? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Jones to, oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And
What is that?
built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to.
Yeah. I need to sell out, Mo.
A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis. So long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.